What is going on, you guys? Blaze over here, Blue Chip Athletic Club, coming to you with another workout in your 50 days of fitness. We're gonna get this thing going. We got 2 rounds through our warm up. We're gonna go glute bridge march, kneeling side outs, and hip airplanes. We all just make up all these names just so you know. So it's really just figuring it out as we go. Glute bridge march, really simple. Pop this remote down so I don't click it off. I'm gonna sit here down onto my back. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive my hips here up off the ground, and then I'm gonna bring my left leg up. Now I like to try and form this 90-degree angle here, and then I'm just gonna march my legs one leg at a time. Notice how I'm keeping my toes up off the ground. It's gonna help me fire through my glutes, and I'm trying to keep my back really straight, so I got a straight line from my shoulders on the ground all the way up to my knees that whole way. You'll march one leg at a time, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds to rest. The next move is gonna be your kneeling side out. This move is also super simple. Your knee is gonna be planted. So I got my right knee planted in the ground. My left leg's gonna be out to the side. All I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna kind of lean into this leg, and I'm gonna let my left foot slide in and out and kind of let me sink deeper into that posture. Now, typically, you want to use like some sort of a mat or something that lets your foot slide. If you have a carpet, that can be super helpful. And what I'll do is I'll show you kind of what it looks like from this side along the long version here of the mat. So I got my right leg out to the side now. My hands are going to be planted here, and I'm letting my hips shoot back, and my foot kind of just slides back and forth here. And I'm letting my hips kind of open up side to side, and I'll work for that full 45 seconds of work. We'll take our 15 seconds to rest. We got both legs there, and then we'll get into our hip airplanes. Now, a hip airplane is really helpful if you have access to something that can kind of give you some stability, something to hang on to. So you can use a wall, you can use a box, your couch, you can use a bench, whatever the thing kind of becomes. I'm going to show you guys here on the wall what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the wall here, say in hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kick my back leg, so my right leg is back here, almost like I'm doing that RDL. My hands are in the wall. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to rotate my hips, open them up towards the camera. So I'm like open up here. This foot is still facing nice and forward with straight. And then I'm going to rotate my hips, drop them all the way down, face away from the camera, and then open them back up, all while firing off this back leg super straight. So I'm trying to keep it super straight, side to side, open up, close, opening up, close. You should feel this in whatever leg is planted, that side glute, and in your hips should kind of help to move that bowl around and give you a lot more control. So once you do the right, switch over and do the left, go through all that sequence one more time, and then we're getting into the work. So we're gonna go through 3 rounds. We'll keep our same cadence, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds to rest. We're gonna go dumbbell cleans, lunges, rows, and get-ups. Dumbbell clean, very simple. I'm gonna have 1 dumbbell in each hand. Essentially, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let my hips hinge back here, and I'm gonna bring the dumbbells up, almost throw them forward, and then come up here. I like to just kind of rack them here, almost like I'm gonna do a press over the head, and then I'll just be here. If you need to get a little hop in, you can, but this is a relatively dynamic move. So you're gonna be moving, getting the sweat on, and really getting the heart rate up. If at any point you feel like the 45 seconds is too easy, that means up the weight, give yourself more of a challenge. Next move is gonna be a lunge. We'll keep those dumbbells kind of in hand. I shouldn't have set them down. And I will go lunges. Now you can go reverse or forward. I'll show you a reverse here. Just going 1 foot back here, the other foot back here. We're working that full time in the lunge. Next one's gonna be a bent over row. We'll take our 15 seconds to rest after the lunge. Now I'm just gonna hip hinge forward here, shoot my butt back. I got my dumbbells here, my lats are locked in nice and tight, and then I'm gonna row here, nice and high, working for the full 45 seconds of work, and then I'll take my 15 seconds of rest. And then last, but certainly not least, we're gonna do some get-ups. Now, a get-up really is just that simple. Get up off the ground. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to use your hands. So we'll meet here on the ground. For some of us, that's gonna be like a, hey, I'm on my hands, or excuse me, on my butt. I'm trying to get up off the ground. I'm gonna kind of roll over here up onto my feet, and I'll stand up and I'll work that. Try and stay even side to side if you're rolling off to the right and then to the left. For some of us, we'll be able to pop down here, kind of use a little bit of momentum, swing ourselves here, and stand up. If you want to add a hop in at the top, you can. And then for some of us here, we can even start to come in and do single legs, where we're coming back here, and then I'm up on one leg to try to stand up. So meet yourself where you're at. If you do the single legs, just make sure you're switching halfway. Next, after those 3 rounds, after we went through all those, we're gonna go through 2 more times. So 3 total rounds. Our next sequence is gonna be dumbbell curls and curtsy lunges. And we're just gonna go back and forth and kind of superset those. 45 seconds to work, 15 seconds to rest for 3 rounds. So I don't think I need to show any of those guys out there how to do a dumbbell curl, but we'll just go standard style. You can go one at a time, alternate, or you can go both at the same time. Alternating, you'll be coming here. I like to think of like pinkies going all the way out to the outer part of the room. I'm like rotating my wrist around here, and I can show you here from the front. Rotating my wrist around, almost trying to bring my pinkies all the way to the outer part of the room, and then come down. You'll be working 45 seconds there. And a curtsy lunge, all it is I'm gonna alternate sides. My left foot is gonna come out behind my right. I'll lunge down, and then I'll switch right foot behind, and I'm gonna work that pattern for the full 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, 2 more rounds, and then we'll get into my favorite part, which is our figure 4 stretch, passive figure 4 for our cool down. Now again, use your music cues, slow yourself down. Once you finish the work, you earned it. Next thing, we'll lay down here, and I'm gonna show you how this looks. You do need a wall for this to make it the best, in my opinion. If you want to do it on the ground, I can show you another variant here shortly after this. But what I'll do is I'm scooting my butt as close as I can to the wall. My left shoulder here is right on the wall. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my feet up here onto the wall, and I'm just going to hang out in this kind of pose. Next, I'm going to take my left foot, put it on top of my right knee, and then I'm going to bend my right foot here on the wall, and I'm just going to be here. Oh, baby. And I can rock side to side. Oh, this is nice. After you're here, now, a couple cues. One, the closer you are to the wall, the more difficult this is, i.e. more stretch you'll get. And then the further down your leg is, the more resistance you're going to get out of the wall. So keep that in mind. If you need it to be more manageable, you can either shoot this leg up a little bit higher, take some of it off, or you can scoot your butt off the wall. But once you kind of get there, you can rock your hips side to side too. We'll switch sides. Right leg is on top. I'm going to scoot down here, and then notice how I'm just kind of rocking side to side. It's almost similar to that kind of happy baby pose, and you'll be here in your cool down. If for some reason you have no access to a wall, that's okay. What we can do is we can get ourselves into kind of like a figure 4 here on our back. If you want to, you can come in and pull into the side. Sometimes I even like dropping my hips down. So I've got left foot on top of my right knee, and I drop my hips down, and then I'll look to the left. What that does is help stretch out kind of your lower back as well. So find what works for you. It's your cool down. And that is all we have for today. Good luck. Let me know how you guys do. 50 days of fitness. Keep getting after it. We're proud of you guys. See ya.